Welcome to the 5511 podcast, inspiring stories of God's power being poured out globally in the lives of ordinary people. Hosted by Dirk Smith, Payton Armstrong, and Brooke Kehl. This podcast is supported by EEM. EEM publishes, prints, and distributes Bibles and Bible-based materials in 30-plus nations and in 20-plus languages, free to all. Well, hello to everybody. Welcome back to 5511 podcast. I'm Dirk, and as always with me, Payton Armstrong, Brooke Kehl. So this isn't really episode 1 of season 2. This is just kind of an update to let you know what's coming and to give you a little update on us. So in the time off, Payton, Brooke, somebody want to jump in there and give an update on what you've been doing since the last episode of season 1?
Everything's been going good on our end. Me and my husband have just been kind of living life. I feel like adulting is a little bit less like dramatic updates, and it's just kind of stable, which I love. Stable and kind of comfortable. So we've just been kind of hanging out. Professionally, there's been a lot going on. A lot of new changes with my role as college director. A lot of new ways for college students and young adults to be involved in our ministry. So that's been really exciting.
Yeah.
Brooke and I have been working really closely with that. So that has been fun to work together on a new ambassador program. So we're kind of looking for anyone who's willing to kind of be in scripture where they're at and make disciples of Jesus locally. In the United States or wherever you're at, really. And then also just advocate for scripture worldwide, advocate for the access to scripture worldwide, maybe throw some fundraising in there. But yeah, we're really excited about that ambassador program. So that's been where a lot of our time has been spent professionally, but it's been fun. So if somebody wants to
find the ambassador program and read more about it, where do they go?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to our ambassador website at eem.org/ambassador. You can also follow us on social media. They'll have some updates there too, but
yes, you can.
That's the website.
Yeah, it's cool. We're excited about it. It's going to be fun. What about you, Brooke?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, like Payton said, we're really excited that we've been able to prepare this ambassador program, and she's done an incredible job of really thinking through how and what it's going to look like and the different functions it will have. And so that's been fun to prepare and launch alongside her. Well, I think another update for me personally is I finally finished grad school after 4 years. So that was a big deal. That felt like a really big milestone. And I think that, so I graduated and we've just been cranking out projects at the beginning of the year. We have a lot of things to get out to our team to help prepare them, and we're just thinking through future projects. So that's been keeping me busy, and it's been fun.
Yeah, it's busy. There's no question. Things with EEM are not slowing down by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, so just for our listening audience, you guys know this, but for some of you, you've kind of gone some of the journey and heard that my wife had ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, as it's commonly referred to. She went home, which was an absolute blessing. She went home on January the 9th of this year, and she fought it valiantly and bravely, and It was truly a blessing. God answered our prayers. We asked fervently that he would take her quickly and take her gently, and he did that. And just a reminder that he's not off somewhere else and unconcerned. He's here. He didn't want her to have this disease. It was not from him. It was definitely from Satan. But a lot of blessings through that journey. A lot of lessons to be learned. Watching her, you guys both knew her, and some of the listening people probably know her and knew her. And if you did, as I tell people, she taught us how to live and she taught us how to die. I mean, she truly did. She never got nasty, and a lot of times people with ALS do. I mean, it can take somebody who's very gentle and very kind, and turn them into somebody very mean and nasty because it's just such a brutal disease. But not her, not Wendy. I mean, I tell people all the time, all I ever heard from her was thank you and you're doing a great job. Probably when I really wasn't doing a great job, she said I was doing a great job. But it was a long battle, but she's home and free. And just a reminder again to everybody listening, and this is so much a part of our ministry in this podcast. This is not our home. This is, I mean, all of us, nobody's staying here. Nobody's staying here. And we have work to do. And that's the stories that we get to tell, is what the Spirit is doing through people and through their lives when we put our complete trust in Him and our complete weight down on Him. Because we can't do this journey on our own. There's just no way. We can't do it. So thank you to everybody out there who is praying for us. We felt your prayers. And if you ever use the words, man, I wish there was more that I could do than just pray, don't ever say that again. Don't say that. Remove that from your vocabulary, because prayer is huge. And it is mystical. We felt the prayers. We had a great peace about it. I mean, we had a good Christmas. I mean, God led us through that. And like I said, she went home very, very peacefully on the 9th. And there may be some more out there. I mean, there may be some write-ups coming, and I'll share those with everybody. But yeah, so it's good. I don't want that to be a downer. It's not. She's free. And so
I just want to say that I think both Payton and I can say that it's been really such an honor to watch you serve, Wendy, and watch Wendy live. And like you said, she really taught us how to live, and she taught us how to die. And you've really taught us what it looks like to serve somebody. And
Absolutely.
We're just thankful to get a window and front row seat to how you have given God the glory throughout the whole thing, and have really been unwavering in your faith. And that has showed so many people what it means to walk in the Spirit and be the vessel of grace for other people as God's Spirit is working through you. So yeah, we just thank you for that.
Well,
Absolutely.
Thank you. But as I told people, and when people would say, man, I just don't know that I could do that. I'm kind of like, as a disciple of Jesus, how do you not? I mean, how do you not? Now, it was sad. I mean, in a lot of these ALS groups on Facebook, it was very heartbreaking to hear from people who were diagnosed with ALS. Hey, I got diagnosed and my wife left. Couldn't take it and walked out. And then they would ask questions. So how do I do such and such on my own? And I would think, I don't know how you do that on your own. You can't do that on your own. But it was my opportunity to serve her. She was such a servant. And that was probably the hardest thing for her. She was such a servant and a giver at heart, and the servant became the served. And that was difficult for her to do that. But I appreciate that. But if anything, it's, when she was diagnosed, we said, hey, we get one shot at this. And if we believe that Jesus is who He says He is, then everything's different. So we better journey this in a way that it was a testing of our faith. It really was, through the whole journey. And it was not fun. There was definitely not fun parts about it, but blessings all the way through it. So, all right. Thank you for that. But we are looking forward to season 2. And we'll talk a little bit about, and I'll dump it to you guys, some changes in season 2. One of the first format changes everybody's seeing right now is you can see us. So we're going to do video, and these are going to be recorded. So now you may choose, to black my screen out and just look at Brooke and Payton, and that's good. But this will be posted on our website, on the EEM website, and also on our YouTube channel. So there'll be links to that. So it'll be video if you want to watch video. Still be audio, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you listen to podcasts, it'll still be there. Other format changes. I'll throw that to you guys.
We're going to do some interviews. So we're really excited about that. I am extremely excited about that because I'm a little bit newer to the EEM team than Brooke or Dirk is. And so I'm going to be able to meet some of these people for the first time while conducting an interview. So just getting some, going deeper, just kind of immediately going deeper and asking them some questions about their walk with Jesus and about their ministries and their partnerships with EEM. So that's going to be a joy for me and all of us, really. But we're going to do some interviews. Brooke, do you want to tell about the exciting thing about some of our interviews?
Yes, we are really looking forward to traveling in a few months to do a few of our episodes overseas. So we're going to be with some of our favorite people on our European team, hearing from them on site, and it's going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Yeah, and it's going to be neat because you're going to get to meet these people. You know, if you listened, if all of you listened, or some of you that are on here have listened to our last episode of season 1, you met and heard Dasha Novikova. If you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to it, because we're going to have her on again to kind of give an update on Ukraine and what's going on. But you'll get to meet her and you'll get to see her, and that will be one that we'll probably do in person. We'll do that one on site with her. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Frequency is going to change a little bit. It's rather than every other Tuesday as it used to be, it's going to be every first Tuesday of the month. And that will begin March 7th. Am I right? March 7th will be the first episode. We'll drop March 7th. And then it'll be every Tuesday, every first Tuesday of the month following that. So we're very excited about this season. We've got some great people lined up already. Yeah, we're gonna do some interviews I'll give you just a teaser. We're gonna do a couple of interviews in Athens, in Greece, with some people who are working with the Middle East refugees, still pouring in, and get some insight. You can hear from them, and we do a lot of work with Farsi and Arabic Bibles, providing to them in their work. So that's going to be fun. You'll get to hear from just a lot of people on the ground. So we're really looking forward to season 2. Some really good God stories coming. And the cool thing is, we don't know what they're going to be yet. That's what's going to be neat. It's going to be fun, and we will look forward to seeing you guys. March 7th will be the first one. And so be looking. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. That way, when the alerts come up, they'll automatically populate. If you already have subscribed, then that's why you're seeing this, because it alerted you that, hey, 5511's got a new episode out. Not really an episode, but just an update and an intro for season 2. So, looking forward to season 2. Share this with people. Talk about it. We'd love for our audience to grow, and we appreciate all the faithful listeners. So, until March 7th, see you all soon.
You've been listening to the 5511 podcast, hosted by Dirk Smith, Payton Armstrong, and Brooke Kehl. It's edited by David Wilkinson. The 5511 podcast is supported by EEM. EEM publishes, prints, and distributes Bibles and Bible-based materials in 30-plus nations and in 20-plus languages, free to all. To learn more about how you can partner with EEM, go to eem.org. And we'll leave a link for you in the show notes. We'd also love for you to rate, review, and subscribe. And of course, we'd really appreciate you telling your friends about us. So thanks for joining us. We look forward to dropping season 2 on March 7th.